Tell me about yourself, Scourge.
Kratos, I see something. We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your blades into the glowing vines and light it.
Your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was, leaving the responsibilities of leadership to me.
Oo Volkan abi hoş geldin.
Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have.
Buradan geldik. Nasıl gideceğiz? Şuradan gideceğiz. Ses geliyor mu abi yayına? Yayında mısın Volkan abi?
He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poisons.
Zehir kalkmadı.
I think we'll need to adjust our strategy. There's more than one. Let's try using a sigil. Well done.
Bakalım abi.
Watch out, those are wisps. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. They're impervious to physical attacks. My arrows can disrupt their protection spells.
O bunlar ne lan? Ha, büyüyle öldürebiliyorsun.
Could I ever think of this place as home again?
Oraya nasıl çıkacağız?
We don't have the equipment for this. Kratos, I see something.
Hadi gidelim. İşimiz kalmadı. Buraya çıkamıyoruz ya. Niye çıkamıyoruz? Neyse hadi gidelim.
Skull and Hati are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look, the sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern migration.
Oo, Hasan hoş geldin.
Just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something
Eyvallah.
to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freyr, too.
Godofwar. Godofwar'ı bilmiyor mu? Ya atarım yumruk görürsün ha. Hadi gidelim. Şey mi var orada? Hiç oynamadı mı Godofwar'ı? Oynaman lazım. Ha görüşürüz abi. Allah'a emanet. Kendine iyi bak.
My sigils can break through their shields. They're defenseless now.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Oo, siz kimsiniz lan? Böcekler. Seni zıplatırım ha. Of, vay vay vay vay vay. Öyle bir şey yok, öyle bir şey yok. Sakin.
Enemy to your left!
Sen kimsin? Asıl sen kimsin?
Last enemy.
Kratos. Çıkış yok mu? Ha, şurada.
So much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the brambles.
Büyüdük de ne olacak ya, anlamadım ki. İlaçları çalıyalaşıp birbirine kilitlendiklerinde büyür ve parlaklaşırlar. Vallahi bu bölümü geçemedik. Hı.
This can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly.
Sen bir git bakayım.
Shield strike! Ethereal! Half my arrow! Enemies on the left! Behind you, look out!
It avoids every attack!
Alka!
All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
No. It really is you. You returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne. We'll rebuild. Me and you against the world. Huh? Just like the old days.
I'm not staying.
I don't understand. You're here. Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, you still can't let go of that old fight.
It was my duty to save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please. I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes. Those last awful words I said. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I missed you so much.
And are you even? But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you. Got a few things to square with y'all. First is you collecting your spare heads. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Well, all right then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Unless you want me to fix anything up first.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
Excuse me, can you stop and help a lady out, please?
What is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river Delta. Once Odin's army came to town, I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bottom of soap.
What?
Well,
What is it?
and it all
What is it?
whisper. Oh, and don't forget to keep an eye out for my old armor. I'll fix it up for you. Free of charge.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do not know.
May I ask, how did a traveler come to follow my money?
The truth I pledged my life to was a lie. Lord Freyr put what was left of me back together. It was a new week. He saved me, gave me a family, a purpose, and I will gladly die for it.
Thank you. Tell me about the camp dog.
Lord Freyr found her half dead in the jungle. She probably escaped the Bloodthund and breeding far north of here. We all told him she was beyond saving, but he never gave up. She healed and hasn't left us since.
She's a sweet girl.
She's pure of heart, believes in your goodness.
Let's make something then. And Lady Freya? This'll draw attention from your face, at least. What are you looking for? Kate's here now.
This will be of use.
Need something special? Yeah, I'll take your crap. Oh, so I'm just some clodhopper?
I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word. This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Go ahead, carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. I'll speak. Suna.
The elves in Fair's camp mentioned a gate like this in Alfheim. Kept on about some sacred light elf sanctum out past the barrens.
A trip to Alfheim. Well, we can decide at the gateway. This boat should get us there if we can clear those vines. Remember what to do? There's a fallen log in the river. It has something on it I don't recognize.
Looks like South.
So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserved for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in the river. Good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully right some old wrongs.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Their wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left. Astrid's garden. The wilds reclaimed it. It was beautiful once.
To ram you! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
creatures weren't always this radical. The ecosystem. It's out of balance.
Spirit.
Freya, you returned. Astrid, what happened to you? To your garden?
The angel, my life's work rotted.
You need...
I
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be as well. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there? Hi. The family crest of Hemir.
Learn anything?
Look, the door's held shut by that counterweight. We lower it, the door will open. We have to destroy the totems. They're poisoning Astrid's garden. See that explosive? Setting it off will help.
Maybe we can hit it from a different angle.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them.
Not now.
find that orb yet?
I can forge some new stuff for you. Ready when you are. Family crests? I'll take them.
Incoming! Above you!
What utter foolishness. My soul cannot rest until they are at rest.
Now, how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way.
What is wrong?
I died. When the iron clearly you say the magic corrupts so ruthlessly. Those poor souls must be in agony.
Then we shall give them death.
armor-piece bearing Lunda's brand. Shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her, brother?
If the orb she seeks is important, she would not have left it behind.
Perhaps.
Must be safer this way. We'll need to find another way around.
My friends' souls are still twisted, aren't they? Give them the freedom of death.
Brother, you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes. Carry on then.
Freya, how did your brother come to be burned by the Aesir?
He was trying to improve relations with them by sharing their magic. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly.
Enough. We will continue later.
Ah, that's it.
What's it say, brother?
Ah, you found some of my armor. I'll fix it up for you real good. You're appreciating fun of my orc, though. I am doing this for free, why not?
Waterfalls. We're close. There should be a gate up ahead.
That's quite a gate. Don't suppose you know a way through?
The Pilgrim Gate. I can open it. We just need to find the right vantage point.
Mimir, what did you mean when you said Frey was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned him, he'd been a prisoner for some time. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares. Paranoia and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Grímthor whispered to you?
Who?
Grímthor, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
But enough of that for now.
Hold. We will finish later. Despite his absence in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to please him. He confided in me a lot. sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm.
Now, if we could get back to the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son. I was hoping to get Freya's version of what happened.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look. as if he somehow knew better and continued. Please,
Let this wait.
please end
Stay
this.
alert.